Okay guys, so if you are watching this video, you are the egg managers and or recorders. So the recorders should also view this video because you will be helping out the egg managers later on. Okay, so what you'll need is you're going to need 5 petri dishes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to make sure that they're labeled, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You're also going to need 5 microscope slides that look like this. Okay, there's 1 and 2. You're going to need a paintbrush and a microscope, which you can see here, which we'll be using after, but for now, keep it to the side. Okay, so the way we're going to start, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this area. Okay, here we are. Okay, the way that we're going to start out is make sure you have a paper towel down so that you don't drop any eggs on the table, because that can be a little bit gross. Okay, you're going to grab the 5 petri dishes and you're going to label them all from your instruction data table here. Does everyone see that? So dish 1, so this is dish number 1, 0% salinity, meaning there's 0 grams of salt there. Okay. And you're also going to include your initials and period numbers. So if I'm in period 5, I'm going to put RG for Raquel Gaitan, period 5. Okay? But make sure this is what really sticks out, is the 0%, so people know. Okay? So you're going to do that for all of them. So then 0.5, 1, 1.5, and then 2. Okay? So you're going to have all of those there. You're going to make sure that you place a microscope slide inside each of the petri dishes. So you can take off the tops for now. And you can use your fingers. I like to use the tongs. And separate this and make sure that you bring it here. You're going to place it in the center of the petri dish like so. So it's sitting there in the center. Okay? Little square. You're going to do the same for all of them. So number 2 petri dish, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Okay? They all now have microscope slides inside of the petri dish. Next, you're going to ask Miss G me for the brine shrimp eggs, which come in this vial. Do not open these and pour them everywhere. This is not pepper. This is very, very important that you understand that you do not drop these all over the place, okay? These are very expensive. So, I'm going to move this just a tad bit closer. Oh, don't want to do that either. Okay. Move that even closer so you can see. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the paintbrush. I'm going to open this up very carefully. Okay. If you look here, I'm going to hold it with one hand. I'm going to insert the paintbrush in, just tapping it lightly. Okay. There's very few on the tip of here now. Okay. You just want to be very careful. You're going to take this here and you're going to make sure that the brine shrimps are getting onto the slide. I don't know if you can hear, but very softly. Okay, we'll do it again, just because I don't think I got quite enough. This might be too big of a brush as well. Okay, here we go. This is better turnout. Make sure I'm staying over the petri dish. Now I'm going to, here we are. Okay, you don't want to do any more than really that. Can you see that? Let's see. Maybe the light is hindering it, but you can see that there's very few on there. Okay, very few on there. Again, I don't know if you can tell any better with this, but there's very few on there. Okay, that's good because they're so microscopic that you don't want to get too many. You're going to do the same on the next one. You don't want that many on there. Okay, you don't want to brush it. No, you just want to lightly tap, and you're going to do it for each and every one. So you might need more. Very, very softly. You're going to tap. Okay, that's enough. Okay, you might need some more, and do the fifth one. Okay? Now, when you're done with this, you want to tap it onto its home. Make sure you get off all of those brine shrimp onto only the paper towel. Sorry about that. And make sure it's closed up tight. Even before you're handing it to another person, make sure it's closed tight. You don't want these to fall down. I'm going to try and get you a better angle to see just about how many are in here. You can kind of see against my hand. No, this looks a little bit dirty. You can kind of tell there a little bit better, but there's not that much on there. Okay, you can see it easier later. Okay, so now that this is clean, this is closed, we're going to move this out of the way, not use that for a while. Okay, and now we're going to close all of them except for one. So I'll leave the 0% like that. Okay, so those will all move out of the way. Make sure you get them to a safe spot. Now I have my 0%, okay? There's still no water or salt in here, okay? We're just counting how many eggs there are. So this is when we're going to use our microscope. Remember to have a bottom here and a bottom holding the neck at all times. You're going to place it close to the body, okay? So now you can adjust. These are for adjusting going up these side handles, or if we're going up or down closer to your face or closer to what's on the disc, or further away. Also here you can adjust the neck, so you want to hold it here and loosen it up, and then you can go down or up. We're probably going to keep it here in the middle like that. Tighten it like that. Okay, so it's nice. Also, if you want it, it's probably easier on the lighter side instead of the darker side. And here we are. Okay, you're going to take the Petri dish, you're going to put it on the screen like so, and you are going to bring it up or down depending. And where you are, I'm going to here on the ocular portion, you can zoom in and out depending on your eye preference. So you're here, oops. Might have to move this a little bit closer as well. This is also a process. You're going to move very close. So just all the way down and see if this helps us. Okay. Okay, so just trying to find my focus first. Put my hand underneath. try and focus on my hand first. Try and figure out where I should be. And then you're gonna just adjust until, here we are, okay? So at this point, I can see perfectly the eggs, little specks they're gonna look like. You'll be able to, they don't look necessarily like shrimp, but they do look like little eggs. You can adjust per person, it doesn't matter. Both of you will be able to adjust it however you like, depending on your eye structure. Okay, so here I'm set up. I'm now going to count how many eggs are on this dish. And then here, on my data table in beginning, since this is the first dish, 0%, there's going to be 0 grams in there. I'm going to write down the amount of eggs here. So if it's 100, if it's 50, whatever it is, you're going to write it down. And make sure you write on this side what you named that dish. So right here, it says RG5, 0%. So I'm going to put RG5 next to the 1. Okay? When I'm done with this one, I'm going to take it off, close it, put it down here, and take the 0.5 and do the same thing over and over again until I'm done. As I finish, I'm going to send my little petri dishes over to Solution. Solution is now going to pour the water in, the correct salinity, of correct salinity for each petri dish. When you're done with that, let me know and I can come and meet with you guys, okay? Thank you.